Poblacht na Héireann, the Provisional Government of the Irish Republic, to the people of Ireland. Irish men and Irish women, in the name of God and the dead generations from which she receives her old tradition of nationhood, Ireland, through us, summons her children to her flag and strikes for her freedom. Having organised and trained her manhood through her secret revolutionary organisation, the Irish Republican Brotherhood, and through her open military organisations, the Irish Volunteers and the Irish Citizen Army, having patiently perfected her discipline, having resolutely waited for the right moment to reveal itself, she now seizes that moment and, supported by her exiled children in America and by gallant allies in Europe, but relying in the first on her own strength, she strikes in full confidence of victory. We declare the right of the people of Ireland to the ownership of Ireland and to the unfettered control of Irish destinies, to be sovereign and indefeasible. The long usurpation of that right by a foreign people and government has not extinguished that right, nor can it ever be extinguished except by the destruction of the Irish people. In every generation, the Irish people have asserted their right to national freedom and sovereignty. 6 times in the past 300 years, they have asserted it in arms. Standing on that fundamental right and again asserting it in arms in the face of the world, we hereby proclaim the Irish Republic as a sovereign, independent state. The Irish Republic is entitled to and hereby claims the allegiance of every Irish man and Irish woman. The Republic guarantees religious and civil liberty, equal rights and equal opportunities to all its citizens, and declares its resolve to pursue the happiness and prosperity of the whole nation and of all its parts, cherishing all the children of the nation equally, and oblivious to the differences carefully fostered by an alien government which have divided a minority from the majority in the past, until our arms have brought this opportune moment for the establishment of a permanent national government, representative of the whole people of Ireland, and elected by the suffrages of all her men and women. The provisional government, hereby constituted, will administer the civil and military affairs of the Republic in trust for the people. We place the cause of the Republic under the protection of the Most High God, whose blessing we invoke upon our arms, and we pray that no one who serves that cause will dishonour it by cowardice, inhumanity, or rapine. In this supreme hour, the Irish nation, by its valour and discipline, and by the readiness of its children to sacrifice themselves for the common good, prove itself worthy of the august destiny to which it is now called. Signed on behalf of the Provisional Government, Thomas J. Clarke, Sean McDermott, Thomas McDonough, P.H. Pearce, Eamon Cant, James Connolly, Joseph Plunkett.
Mai sibh go léir as comórú a dhéanamh éirí amach na casca nídeag sé déag, agus na fur agus na mrá a thrid agus a fuair bás son saoirse na Héireann. Not only do we remember the heroism, sacrifice and inspiration of the proclamation and the Easter Rising of 1916, we remember the patriots who fought, and particularly those that made the ultimate sacrifice in our liberation struggle from 1798 on and throughout the centuries of occupation. We remember the Republicans who are not with us since last Easter. I think of Ronan Caffrey, who died recently, and it is impossible to think of Easter in Dundalk without remembering Sammy O'Hare. We think about their families at this time. The last 12 months have been incredibly challenging and sad for many families on our island because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Loved ones have been sick, loved ones have been lost, and we remember those who have died during this time right across Ireland. We are entering a more hopeful time, and with some luck, we will be able to meet in person soon, and next year our commemorations will be different. We send fraternal greetings to our friends in the Basque Country, Catalonia, and particularly to the besieged Palestinians in Gaza and the occupied territories, who continue to endure despite all that is thrown at them. I want to pay a special tribute to the families of our patriot dead, many who continue to support our advance to Irish freedom. We remember Dundalk and Louth's role in the national liberation struggle. We salute the men and women of 1916 from this area and those who played their part since. This town and the surrounding areas saw hunger strikes, multiple operations, and the summary executions of the Waters brothers during the Tan War. The Civil War brought a massive jailbreak and the appalling executions of Republicans. Dowdall's Hill graveyard in October 1924, during the funerals of some of those executed, saw mourners attacked and shot by Free State forces during the funeral, with one man being killed. The grim realities of the Civil War. We had the Eden Tubber martyrs killed during the border campaign in 1957, not far from here. Louth has continued to play its part during the most recent phase of this struggle. Armed insurrection and liberation struggles are never straightforward. British occupation and its brutal history of repression of every aspect of Gaelic and Irish life were sufficient mandate for armed actions by even a respectable minority, to paraphrase James Connolly. 40 years on, we remember the selfless sacrifice of Bobby Sands and Francie Hughes, who alongside their comrades died on hunger strike in Longkesh in 1981, changing the history of this island forever. We remember that the people of Louth returned Paddy Agnew, POW, as their TD during this period. This is what enabled the huge electoral wins for Republicans of recent times. We remember our Republican friends, some from here, others who made their home here, who are not with us now, but played significant roles in our struggle. We continue to demand rights for all, north and south, and make no apologies for this. We will stand firm against the threat to the Irish Protocol and the madness of the British Conservative Party and the DUP. We stand firm against the snide remarks, the side-swiping from other parties in the 26 counties, who have yet to realise that by attacking us, they are only making us stronger. They are only showing their own fear. Today is about remembering our patriot dead, and I don't like to speak of elections. The Orange State and the Unionist majority is gone. Unity is now a topic in all corners of Ireland, across all sections of society. Republicans played a huge part in creating the conditions for peace, and now are leading these conversations. We will seek a unity referendum, and we plan to win it. That is our focus, that is our core belief, that remains constant and unwavering. A 32-county democratic republic, prosperous, with real equality of opportunity and outcome in all aspects of life for all its people, is the only rightful payment we owe to the martyrs who gave their lives for Irish freedom. This is the task that the leadership of Mary Lou MacDonald and Michelle O'Neill must and will deliver upon, building on the work and the movement built by the leadership of Gerry Adams, Martin McGuinness and many others. Onwards to victory and freedom. Araglin Nakela, Guramayagav Galer.